All right, I've got a hole in the wall. Yes. I've put a hole in the wall, and I've got another hole in the wall right over here. Right here. I can't even... There, now I've got a bigger hole in the wall. That's right. Holes in walls? What does that mean? Well, that means, I have an eye patch, as well as holes in the walls, and I trim my beard. Figure I deserve an eye patch after all the times I've been deceased in this world. Anyway, yes, today I want to expand the base because I have an idea for a storage system. Yes, I do. I have a genius idea. I mean, I think it's a genius idea because I'm a genius in my own mind. Crimo. Welcome back to Spawn Ranch. Oh, I expanded the chicken coop area to see if I can keep these knuckleheads from escaping the pen. So I gave them a few more blocks of space in here. It seems to be working, but they have seemed to have escaped a little less. Anyway, I don't know why we're talking about chickens. It's time for some building. I came up with this idea the other day for how I want to set up the storage system. I think it's a cool idea. Oh, I also added the dormer windows, is that what we call those? Dormer roofs or whatever. They're a little funky. I'm not sure how to bridge those, the bottoms of those. Anyway, it does look better though from afar. And I put lights in the windows. I think it does enhance the look because that was a big chunk of roof that was solid. So I have those on both sides. Oh, I did do a little, yeah, there's my little dormer windows, and I put in the little lamps. And I hung some lamps up there and took the torches down that were just stuck on the wall. And also, this is one of my favorite things that I've noticed. Oh yeah, the cauldron, that's definitely one of my favorite things. But also, that guy, you can shear those up from caves along with the spider webs, and they animate just like they do in the caves. And I am disgusted and horrified to have one of those in my house, but apparently, whoever is the arcanist in this Spawn Ranch here, I don't know who that arcanist would be, but whoever they are, they've got a penchant for the macabre. I think that's really cool that you can shear those things up. I was really pretty fascinated by that. So what I was doing out here is sort of laying out how big of an area I need to put in this storage system. I want to preserve most of the interior of the original temple in there. So we're kind of expanding out quite a bit. And then now I'm kind of figuring out how tall things are going to be and how much the roof is going to mess with what's already up there. And this is not the level this is going to be at. We're going to take this down 2 more blocks. I think floor level is going to be down there. But I wanted to have windows in the walls so that I could see out while I was inside the storage area, the storage wing, and I kind of wanted to be able to look out into the open. And so I didn't want it to be tucked down into the dirt. What? Dude, you're way, way away from home, buddy. What's going on here? You're from the volcanic island, the devastated lands. What are you doing out here in the rain? Oh, you came to deliver my fire essence. Well, thank you, sir. I gotta get to work. Let me go grab a shovel. Wow, I don't know why. Feels like there's a trick to it, but I can't really figure out what the trick is. Let's see if I get this to work here. So we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I just have to click every time, but it's not consistent. 1, 2. 1, 2. God, why doesn't it do it? There we go. Do the thing. There we go. It's doing it. It's not doing it. Oh my gosh. And that means I gotta take like all this dirt out if I want the windows to work, because That's going to be so this is where we'll be walking on. This will be our floor surface. So if I want windows here to see out, then I got to take out this entire plane of grass all the way to over here. So that's actually that's some digging, and it would be nice if this shovel worked. All right, well, let me do that. This would be like a 5-hour live stream if I try to do this with this shovel. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. All right, that shovel, well, it's kind of a pain, but when it works, it's really sort of satisfying when you mine up 4 blocks twice in a row. That is actually really cool. And I did find it to be probably a little faster than the pickaxe, even with its quirks and weirdnesses, and hopefully it'll be fixed and made buttery smooth in the future. We will see. So I laid out a little map here of how my storage wing is going to work, so I know where the walls are going, where the chests are going. We've got all the chests that I need, all the stations, etc. I'm going to change this floor probably, so it was just I just wanted to put something here to help me map out where the floor space was. So they're going to go there, 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 and then our wall, the exterior wall, goes right here. Okay, so then we have these guys, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I can go up. Oh, the reaches. Oh, I don't have the same reach as I do in creative. There we go. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Good lord, dude. Get coordinated. This is how I practice, MLG water bucketing, because I don't know how to do that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I'm so bad at this. No, don't turn. I rotated myself, and so I turned around. These kind of look like filing cabinets, in a way. Right? They look like filing cabinets. They're nice and ornate, and when you look at them this way, they're... Oh, these are the backs of them. Jeez. So, okay then. All right, well anyway. All right, and then we put in a builder's bench right there. So that's what this is my genius idea for my storage organization. I'll call each one of these a station, and so they will just be surrounded by chests for storage, because in this game you just need a ton of storage. There's just so many items you can get, especially from the decorative workbenches. It's just kind of insane. Anyway, so this is my idea. Now I can go up one more layer of chests. I originally was going to build one more layer high of chests, and I'm going to reserve that to expand the storage if I need to by 4 more double chests, because you can reach a chest that's up at the top there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you can reach up 6 tall, which I can demonstrate right here. So this is counting this block, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I can access that chest. But of course I need to put down solid blocks for these chests to go in the back, because for right now in the game, the chests require a solid block underneath them. But as a trade-off, you can put a solid block on. This is like a very non-Minecraft thing to do. You can put a solid block on top of chests and still open them. But they might patch that. I'm not sure. So for some reason, chests don't stack to 100. I don't really know why that has to be the case. I mean, I understand like there are just weird reasons, like Minecraft has some blocks that only stack to 16 for whatever reason. I don't know. So they just kind of apparently are copying some of that. I don't understand why chests can't stack to 100. Whatever. We're gonna play the game that we're playing. That's what we're doing. There we go. We got those in there, and then these guys We're gonna go over here, and then I have the bamboo. Oh, all right. So these guys are gonna go here just because they're wooden. So we've got like wooden chests here, non-wooden, wooden chests there. Then here we'll have wooden chests, and then two other. I'll have the bamboo chests and the gold chests, I guess. And I specifically chose these chests. I went into, like I mentioned earlier, I went into creative and looked at stacks of all the chests, pretty much laid out this kind of an array with every chest type. So basically there is an issue with, for me, there is an issue with like how noisy, it's kind of hard to explain. These were the most visually comfortable to look at when stacked in a solid array like this. There are definitely a lot of chests that were too, like these, which I don't have on end. When you see them on on end, they were just too noisy to look at. This is another good example. These are the Dark Temple chests with the skulls on the sides, but because they have this band that goes across, that means you get a stack which just has like a ton of these bands going across visually, and it just becomes a little bit noisy. These were actually the most comfortable to look at in an array for whatever reason. They were just calm on my eyes, but these were the ones that were not craftable. So I made, I moved the I moved the furniture table. So I made that recipe. It's super simple to make a new recipe in Hytale. All right, so I've got all the chests in here. The chest stacks are in here, and the way that I want to do this is, I'm going to have a builder's workbench. For most of them, like, okay, so like this might house stone. This might house wood. This might house, I'm not sure exactly. I forgot how I had it all broken down, but there were definitely certain categories of things. Like I have here, this whole kind of tower is basically wood type stuff. This is stone. This is an array of just ores and things, which is all going to go into a blacksmithing area, which we'll put somewhere else. This is decorative items, which is going to go into its own section over there, like all the sort of furniture, lighting, that kind of stuff will go with the furniture workbench, which will probably go, right here maybe. Like that. So we got furniture workbench. We'll have wood, and like this kind of stack. The reason I have so many chests is that I'm just going to set aside like one chest for every tree type, which will be cool. And then I'll have a couple extra chests for overflow. Same thing with the stone. I have no idea even how much stone actually is in the game, how many different stone types. I forgot what this is going to be, but it's probably going to be I don't know if it's going to be a builder's bench. This is all going to be plants and stuff. But yeah, I have so much overflow over here with like overflow of wood blocks. This is all plant stuff. And then I've got more stone overflow and more decorative things. And there's a lot of it. This stuff fills up chests really quick. Now these are going to be decorative areas here. I want the windows to be here in between each one of my workstations. And right here. And then we'll have the walls that come around. And then we'll have doors that go out right there. And yeah, that's the plan. And then these will all get moved. Of course, all the contents will be moved into their respective stations. So I got a lot of building to do, because I have to build the actual building part of this. And then, we'll probably plant some trees out here and things like that. We'll see what I come up with. Okay, just a little check-in here. So we got regular, I think these are the hardwood windows. They're not called that. They're called tavern windows, I think. And this is the wall block that I used for the windows on the second story there. Also, the planters are just, I took the other planters out because I was pulling the floor out. Anyway, they're just experimental. I don't know if I'm gonna put planters or maybe grass blocks or moss blocks of some kind to put flowers on, or plants. I really, really like this color just as a block. This stuff right here, where is it? shale brick. I was messing around. I put down some tropical or golden wood decorative bricks here, and I just chucked in these sand things, and I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool. I don't know if this is going to stay the redwood wood. I don't know why this blue and this yellow just seems to go together really nicely. I was like, and I'm like, this looks ridiculous, but it has sort of a, this may sound really strange, but the blue in those bricks, it's like a Disney blue. It's like a blue that you would see in some dark stone at Disneyland or something. And then when you couple it with this red from the redwood and the reddish chest, even though I don't have those everywhere, it kind of goes together, even though it's like, you should, you know, red and blue is really sort of clashing, but I don't know why. I guess it's because maybe we don't see too much of it. This is another little aspect of a lot of the Hytale blocks that are the soils and the mosses. So when you put that down, they'll do that little peel, like the, you know, creep over the edge of the neighboring block. Now, I thought that was very cool, but it does this. As soon as you put another solid block on top, it overwrites that or erases that creep. So I did something fairly cool on some of these. See that? I don't know if you can see it right here, that little spill of dirt. And then right here I've got moss creeping in, and that's because these blocks here and here are stair blocks. It's a super nice little detail, but I did put it at every windowsill because I just thought it was so cool. All right. Got this thing almost wrapped up here. Still got plenty to do on the outside. I've been messing around with little details and things, which is precisely what I'm doing right here. I'm just trying out some little, yeah, it's kind of like such a slab-sided building that had no, it's like I'm putting in little details, and I think, yeah, like these little blue squares are actually, I think they're working. They probably need another splash of blue somewhere else to really work. Maybe they don't work at all. I don't really know. A lot of this stuff is haphazard. It just sort of came together as I was putting it together. This whole front, I'm not super happy with this. It's just so flat. Just trying to do anything to detail it out a little bit to give it some character. I have a peaked roof, sort of. I can't really see it too well from here. But I did want to try to do this peaked roof that went down inside of like a little colonnade. I don't know if that's colonnade. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know any architectural terms. But yeah, it's kind of tucked down in there. And then I almost, I don't know, 20 minutes ago I was thinking I would just tear this top of the roof off and just let the roof come out. But that probably doesn't look right either. So I'm not sure what to do with the front of this building. I don't know. I'm kind of okay with the sides. I think the sides are looking all right. Now, you know, of course we're going to terraform this, or, you know, at least bring in some grass and plants and, you know, get some trees in here or whatever. So that's great. It's great that it's raining. Just wanted to show it off. I've been working on this all day. Like, it's taken me a lot of hours to do this, because I don't know how people build fast in these games. There's a lot of windows. These are like extra windows that are behind all the chests on the inside. And I just thought, instead of, again, having big flat stone wall to look at, I don't know. For all of this nonsense on the outside, it is nice and cozy on the inside, I think. Now, these doors are not what I had planned. I constructed this whole thing with the idea that I would have a three wide door, the double doors that are 3 wide, and it turns out that the double doors I want to put in here, I want to use the ones that are here on this front door over here, which are called the overgrown temple. These are the medium-sized overgrown temple doors. And I like them. They look cool, and I thought that's what I would use, because the only ones that I have are these, which are very heavy-duty looking, and then I have sort of these, which are kind of nice. I found I could fabricate this in the furniture table, or furniture workbench, but look at these. So I made 2 of these, and I was like, what do these look like? I thought they were going to be perfect, and then look at this. They're 4x4. They're enormous, and they look really cool. I did not know that I had access to these doors, but I did not build the building with an even number. So, yeah, I can't use these, and they're just, oh my God, they're enormous. They're very cool. They're just too big. Again, I got to terraform all this stuff and, whatever. So these are small. These are the little temple doors, the 1x1 temple doors. So I had to put the 2 of them in here, split down the middle because I don't have the 3 wide doors. Anyway, look at these cool lamps. These are very expensive to make. These cost thorium ingots, 2 thorium ingots each, and but they are worth it. Here we are, the grand reveal of the gallery of the storage space. Yeah, it's really cool. do you see how many lights are in here? Because lighting is so, I don't know, the light spread is so limited in here that we probably don't need a light right in here, but I would like to have a light in here to light these up. And you can see, like, might pick those up. Yeah, it's a little dim. It's not necessary. I don't really need the lights hanging in here, so maybe I don't need all those extra ones. It actually probably looks better without. But, then when you do put them in here, you get this nice glow inside your workspace. Now, that's a little bit of a softer light, and maybe it's kind of a smaller lamp. I don't know. Maybe that's actually a better deal. See, I go back and forth on this stuff all day long. This is why it takes me so long to build something. So I don't know. I don't know what's better. If I like those, I like these in the middle because you need some light spill in the middle, I think. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I can go with these. Then there's like a lot of this same pattern, and it might be too much. But these are kind of the only hanging lamps I have access to. I didn't try these. This is really the only other ones I have that'll hang on anything. But they're just sort of, maybe those aren't bad actually, because maybe they get lost a little bit. See, having these guys hang here kind of detracts from the spectacularness of these, because it's like there's too much of the pattern. It doesn't look special anymore. So maybe hanging those, and then these aren't as bright as these. I think they have the same light spill. They just don't look as bright, so they don't catch your eye as much. So that's actually, yeah, I think those might be the way to go. So, like, I don't know. Do I need 2 of these right here? Maybe not. It's actually pretty good, but of course, oh, and it's nighttime, so that might be good. So maybe I only need 2 lights in here, and I don't need these. Okay, cool. All right, see? Everything, we're always adjusting everything. But yeah, I took this pattern from the floor. I didn't know what to do for the ceiling. I just knew I kind of wanted it to be vaulted, and I tried 3 or 4. Actually, I tried one. I tried dark oak. I tried stone stairs. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll try the sandstone because it's down here. So I ended up putting the white sandstone up there with the golden wood in the middle there. Anyway, it's pretty cool. I dig it. It just feels cool in here. I actually am pretty happy with this. I feel nice in here, and it's pretty nice in the daytime. So maybe I will just live with these for a little bit on one side and lavender on the other. Anyway, but now you can see outside the windows when it's daylight, and it's very nice. It's a nice view outside the windows. These are one of the few window that you can fabricate that you can see through really nicely. And so that works great. You can see outside the windows here in the front. I put these statues in front of these windows. I don't know why, but it looks fantastic out through there. It really gives me psychologically a nice feeling. Actually being in here, that's what this is all about. I build for the psychological feeling, I guess. That's just what I do. I don't know how other people build for other reasons, or however they generate what their ideas and what they do is, I don't know. But I try to build so that I feel nice inside of the space. And I like this. It might be a little busy, but it's an inventory management game. So anyway, cool. Hope you enjoyed this build as much as I did. And I will see you when I see you. Go have fun in your adventure game. See ya.